The Spain trip is a
3.5-week trip that started out in Madrid.
After Madrid, we went to Barcelona
and Girona, which is a small, close to Mediterranean town in the north of Spain.
Anyone who's interested in architecture and urban planning and design.
To observe public spaces, urban environment in Barcelona, the culture, the food.
As well as drawing these spaces and drawing the different built environment pieces as well as the people within that built environment.
I think we all brought cameras with us and we're planning on taking a lot of photos. But as we got more comfortable using our sketchbook, it became apparent that the camera just wasn't capturing everything. And with the sketchbook, it sort of evoked a conversation between us and what we were looking at. And not just the details of that building, but also lapses in time. So lighting, shade, also use, traffic, seeing people coming in and out of those spaces.
When you do the sketching process, there's no reliance on that perfection. And you also are really challenged to really look at something and really understand how it's put together or think about where you're sitting in relation to the light. Also, you have the ability in your sketching to take out certain information that's not necessarily relevant to you in that moment and really express what is relevant to you.
Sketching is a very dynamic means of conceptualizing and representing architecture or design. You are able to recognize or cultivate the most important things that you perceive, and it deepens your understanding about that certain detail. It enhances your visual thinking.
So this is a kind of a double sketch I did of two different views of one space. This is on the ground and this is looking from above. Drawing and sketching the space actually helped me observe the difference in kind of a feeling of a space. And from above, you could see that the floor was like really dark, tiled. But down below, I hadn't noticed it at all. And so that was a really interesting thing. Without stopping and taking the time to draw it, I wouldn't have noticed that detail.
When you travel, you get to witness different cultures in the world, and it allows you somehow to take these elements and these observations to your design. And also you will realize that in solving architectural problems, you take into account the environment and the culture status of the place. So not just only build and build, but you have to really understand what is really happening in the space. And it depends on the environment, it depends on the people.
A couple of us went to this small club that performs live music, and we got to see some flamenco performers. There were a few guitar players, a few vocalists, and a few dancers, and kind of dim lighting, small group of people. It was mostly locals that lived in the city, that this was their Friday night, and this is what they did with their night, is they went and saw this performance. And sharing that moment with them was really great.
There are certain cultural things that you can't really describe until you experience them. It really helped me to fundamentally understand that the world is made up of so many different cultures and that it's infinitely expansive and always changing. And through observation and sketching, I kind of set some of those things in stone for myself.